Hi, I'm Ann Curran, and I'm a groomer. I started as a pet groomer, and then I wanted to become a certified master groomer, and that led me to learn different breeds of dogs that I had to certify with. And one of those was sporting dogs. I had to choose a sporting dog and certify. And I did become a certified master groomer. But the whole journey did lead me back to the show ring, which I was around the show ring off and on when I was younger, and I enjoy the show ring somewhat. And anyway, I got a dog that had not been finished and showing for a while, and we got him back to the show ring, got his coat back in order, and he went on to 2 years later win a couple of best in shows. So it's been quite a ride. So I am affiliated with Allison and Leading Edge Dog Show Academy, and Allison is so kind as to let me try to educate some groomers on Leading Edge Dog Show Academy. I started giving private lessons, and prior to COVID I was giving these workshops where I would encourage breeders to provide dogs for pet groomers who wanted to learn how to do proper breed profile trims, possibly going on to certify. So it's been a lot of fun for me. Doing this Gordon video is very special to me. I love the Gordon, I love the breed, and I was lucky enough to be given a dog who is a beautiful dog, and I'm very proud to have been allowed to even groom him at all, let alone do a video with him. So he had not been groomed for quite some time. I think the first time that I did him was March the 12th, and they had just let him, he showed last year, and then they just let him relax sometimes around September, I suppose. And he hadn't been groomed since then. He was just growing out. So he's a perfect dog for the kind of video that one of my close friends loves. And that is a video on how to bring an overgrown dog back to the show ring. Because, quite often the videos are just somebody bringing a pretty well perfectly groomed dog and doing some tweaks on it and making it perfect. But how do you get there from here if you have a dog who hadn't been groomed since this 3 months in March, like 7 months? How do you get there from here? And I could have just buzzed his jacket in with thinning shears, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do a video on how to hand strip a dog, a sporting dog's jacket, and bring it back. So
Connor Gordon all bathed and dried, and now I'm just going to work on his jacket. So I'm going to get him to turn this way. Good boy. And I'm going to start up here by his neck, and I'm just going to pinch and pull. I'm going to pinch the hair up, and I'm going to pull the longest hair. A little bit the same idea. I'm going to stay away from his top line until the end. So I've got my tooth model here, and I'm using my tooth model to pull this, and I'm definitely not staying in one place. I'm trying to get some jacket pulled off the whole dog, but I don't want to stay in one place, because if I stay in one place, I'm going to pull a hole in him. So this is hand stripping. And how do I know I'm hand stripping? I can see the roots. If I, lift up my thumb and I see cut hair, I know that I'm not hand stripping. I'm just hand cutting. So up here we're getting into more detail work. Like I pick that up and see that layer of hair. That's just the longest hair. So I'm pinching it up, having a good look at it, and pulling the longest stuff out. I'm not flicking my wrist. If I were flicking my wrist, that would hurt. So one way that I can think about blending my jacket onto my flat work, my shorter flat work, is I just get this hair, and the stuff that's longer and comes over my flat work, Well, that's the stuff that has to go. We get into some real wispy hair here. We've got some very different layers here. So I can just pick it up and pull it out. And I'm just pulling out, you know, not too many hairs at once. There's his tail. So I'm still thinking about, you know, staying off his top line. So once again, I'm thinking about my ischium to ilium, point of hip to point of rump. I want that to be nice and short. I can grab some of that with my thumb and forefinger, but I know my thumb and my diamond stripper, I know that I'm only getting a certain amount because it's only going to grasp about half of what it's only going to pull out half of what I grasp. So now I've got his tail, and I'm carefully pulling the hair on the top of his tail. I don't want to pull out too much at once, and he won't like that. I'm going to hang on to the hair on the bottom of his tail to stabilize it. I'll stand up this hair and just take the longest stuff. I have to be careful because he has a gland here, and it's very easy to pull all the hair off of that gland and expose it. And you don't ever want to do that because it can be difficult to grow back in. There we go. That's probably enough off of the top of his tail for this groom. This hair here that is turning, it's not laying nice. So misbehaving hair, I like to pull out this misbehaving hair. That hair there, I'm gonna stand some of it up and just pull some of it out. That's an area that I'm gonna be quite creative with my thinning shears when it is time to give him the big groom. That's about how much carding, hand stripping I'll do on each side today. That's going along with the hand stripping that we've been doing all along. So
hi guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please give us a like, and if you haven't already done so, you can subscribe to our channel below. Also, check out leadingedgedogshow.com for our premium content. We had a lot of fun bringing you all this information. See you soon. Bye.